Peace, blessings, much respect, much love. It's your boy, the Ghetto Guru, aka Shango, coming back with another spiritual message. Hope all is well with y'all. Hope you're having a good day. If not, I hope the rest of your day get better. But I got a couple of spiritual messages for y'all, so I'm gonna get straight into it. So the first one is gonna be titled, "This Libra season will be full of justice." This Libra season will be full of justice. The fall off season. What do I mean? I explain like I usually do. So, I tapped in about this in the last two videos I did a few days ago. So, if you haven't tuned into that, you could tune into those videos too. But so basically, we was in Virgo season. If you don't know, Virgo season represents the Virgin. We have Virgin. Virgin represents innocence and purity. So we're now going into Libra season, which, today actually could start it off on certain calendars, depending on the calendars that you're looking at and if you into cusp and stuff like that. But Libra will start today. So we going in from that Virgin energy or that Virgo energy, which is the innocence and the purity, and now we're moving into a place of balance and more of justice, because Libra also represents justice as well and balancing out the scales. So because of that Virgo energy of people having the purity and innocence, that's going to be getting exposed a lot now, because we're going to be lifting off the veil of a lot of people and things that were appearing to be innocent and appearing to be pure during Virgo season. So now the veil is going to be lifted off those things and those people, so we can actually see the true colors and actually true intentions of what people were doing behind closed doors. So this is why you might see a lot of things in the media going on with who. I don't even have to say his name because it's everywhere. This is the reason why you see that. And you're going to see many other people as well that are going to be falling from that same type of grace. So it's not a coincidence that Libra season starts off the fall season as well. So that's the reason why I said the fall off season. And there's going to be a lot of other people falling off in the mainstream as well. And it's not just mainstream, because whatever happens on the world stage happens in our personal lives too. So you're going to be seeing that happen to people in your personal, everyday life as well. Whether it's them losing certain positions, them getting exposed for stuff, truths coming out, any lies that they told that's getting exposed. So all that stuff is going to be very prevalent during this whole Libra season, because you have to balance out the scales. So some people are going to be getting good karmic justice, some people are going to be getting bad karmic justice, depending on what you're doing. So thank you, God. That's what I was trying to remember. So during this season, it's very important to make sure that you're doing exactly what you need to do. And when I say exactly what you need to do, I mean doing what's morally right. Even when nobody looking, even when it looked like you could get over and get away with it, don't do it, because during this time, it's going to be very potent as far as balancing out the scales between karmic justice of good and bad. And you don't want to do anything that's going to put you in a predicament or in a situation or position where you're going to have to reap what you sow, and it's not going to be anything good because of you deciding to do certain things not morally correct during this season. So you got to remember that, because there's going to be a lot of people falling off from different positions, different spots and all that, because of the energy of that, because the scales have to balance. The scales were in balance for a very long time, and especially during Virgo season, a lot, like I said, it represents innocent and purity. So a lot of people were getting away or was cloaking themselves, appearing to be having good intentions, but they really didn't. So that veil is getting lifted off this season, and everybody's getting exposed, and everybody's getting being held accountable for anything that they was doing that wasn't in the right of the people. So just to remember in your own personal life to be doing what you need to be doing, and don't be doing nothing that's out of bounds and out of pocket, that's way out of your morals and your values and your principles. Because if you do, you're going to see how easily problems are going to be occurring for you, and how much you're going to reap because of that, and not in a good way. So just remember that as well. So then also with that title, I don't know if it got something to do, because we all know J. Cole is going to title that as well as his album. So I don't know if they got something to do with that coming up soon, so we can keep our eye out on that. I don't know if it's coming out soon or coming up, but I've been getting that with that fall off season title. So, but besides that, like I said, the scales of the Libra got it balanced, because Libra is justice. So all that corruption and all that stuff that people is now getting exposed for and getting held accountable for, all that stuff got to come off the scale. So now we have to have something to replace it to bring the balance. So that's like I said, the good karma and people having good intentions. So it was a lot of bad intentions and there was a lot of corruptions on that scale. So it wasn't evening out. It wasn't balanced. It was very unbalanced because corruption and evilness and everything was winning for a long time. So now that corruption has to come off the scale and we have to balance it out so it could be equal for everybody. Not just for people in the world stage, for people in everyday life. So we got to put the good intentions and the good karma on the scale and balance that out this season. So just remember that. The message ain't going to be too long. Just to keep in mind to watch out what you're doing, pay attention to what you're doing this season as far as the intentions and things that you're doing. Even if it look like you could get away with something and nobody gonna know, don't do it because it's gonna backfire on you way, way harder than you think it is. So just keep that in mind about that. So yeah, so peace, blessing, much respect, much love. I love y'all always. Keep doing your thing. I appreciate the support. Stay focused, stay goal-oriented, and like I always say, whether we run, whether we jog, whether we sprint or crawl, because life is that hard sometimes. You can't run, you can't jog, you can't sprint. Only thing we could do is crawl to that destination sometimes. But like I always say, somehow, it's a way. We got to make it to our destination someday. So peace, blessings, much respect, much love. I love you always. Appreciate the support. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification so you could see when the new uploads is coming. And I'm going to see you on the next topic. Peace.